Uzbekistan, Guatemala and Jordan, and the referee from Russia, Mr. Sergei Krutasov.
I mentioned that win against Tengiz Katoyan for Rosenov because Katoyan is also here and he will box in a few fights' time, the Russian fighter. Sergei Krutasov in charge of this one. So GOLUBOVSKIS of Latvia in the red, right-hand side there. In the blue, Radoslav Rosenov of Bulgaria. Rosenov, the European youth champion. Got a couple of southpaws here. Both of them operating out of that left-handed stance. Port-siders, as the more old-fashioned amongst us might call them. Rosenov scoring with a decent straight left hand there. There's a bit of body work there from Rosenov, but GOLUBOVSKIS got one away to the head, which just took Rosenov slightly off balance. Exchange on the inside. Rosenov, though, finishes with a left to the body. These two just circling around each other, centre ring. Good jab from Rosenov. Throws that left hand, kind of arcing left hand, not quite over the top, but it just sees him tilt to his right-hand side, and then he looked to try and finish with a kind of right uppercut screw shot. Good bit of body work there from Rosenov. GOLUBOVSKIS did come back with a right hand. And you look when he throws that 1-2, as I said, he tilts off to his right-hand side. That's the angle he finds for it. Left to the body, and then just managed to take his weight back out of range. 1-2 from GOLUBOVSKIS, but the gloves are up there for Rosenov. He's got a good beat, a good rhythm to him, Rosenov. He's taken charge of this fight without doing anything huge. Right hand on the inside there from GOLUBOVSKIS, but Rosenov is just finding some gaps. Bit of blood coming from the nose there of GOLUBOVSKIS. Left to the body. Raises his glove just to signal that he scored with that one. And he's just beginning to be a bit more expansive towards the end of the round here, and he's got GOLUBOVSKIS on the run here. Straight left hand gets through again. He put together a good passage of punches there. Goes to the body, looks to try and go upstairs. GOLUBOVSKIS throws a right hand. More than anything else, just to give something back, to try and give Rosenov something to think about. Good 1-2 there from GOLUBOVSKIS. Good body shot again. You could just hear that one thump into the pit of the stomach. Lead right uppercut there from Rosenov, and he does look a classy fighter. Bell goes at the end of the round, and that was a comprehensive round for our European youth champion there from Bulgaria in the blue, Radoslav Rosenov. Showed us some good variety, going to the body quite regularly, putting that work in. Landed some good crunching straight lefts as well, and 3 10-8s there, and I wouldn't argue with that, as I've been saying over the course of the last few days. Judges at ringside here, they're looking to interpret dominance, and whereas in professional boxing you'll basically never see a 10-8 without a knockdown, or hardly ever. In AIBA boxing, judges are encouraged to, as I say, interpret that dominance, and if you feel a fighter has been dominant in the round, particularly dominant, and Rosenov was in that round, then you give the 10-8.
Seconds out, please.
It gives more balance, more weight to
round 2.
To the distance by which you've won a round. lead right hand there from Rosenov. I just wonder, will he look to really put his foot down? GOLUBOVSKIS he's organised enough. He looks fairly compact, but I don't think he's really capable of causing Rosenov any problems here. And there's that kind of left hand that he throws over the top. And when he finishes throwing that, he's in the perfect position to come back with that kind of right screw shot uppercut that I talked about earlier on. Does it again there. That's his go-to combination. Jab, arcing left hand, right to the body, chest, or even the chin. Just throws it, that, as I say, that uppercut screw shot, and it lands where it lands. Doubling up there, right to the body, then goes up to the head. Just past the midway point of this contest, and Radoslav Rosenov of Bulgaria has dominated it in the blue so far. It's just difficult for GOLUBOVSKIS to get any punches off, because when he does open up, he gets caught, and it's a terrible position to find yourself in, really, because you do want to throw as a fighter. You want to try and be aggressive, but every time he takes that chance and looks to try and land himself, he leaves gaps, and Rosenov exploits them. Good example there. He's exploded out of his shell there, GOLUBOVSKIS, trying to throw that left hand. Really didn't do a lot wrong there at all, and got caught by a couple. That's a good left hand into the body there from Rosenov. He judges those body shots well because they're bang on the belt line. That's another Rosenov round. He's hanging in there, GOLUBOVSKIS. You have to give a fighter credit in this situation because he's outgunned here. He's up in against the European youth champion, a very high quality of fighter, and he's doing what he can. 10-8 across the board there for Rosenov. I didn't think that round was as dominant as the first for him, actually, but I'm splitting hairs because he's completely in charge of this fight. But as I say, if you're GOLUBOVSKIS, then you want to get through this next round. He will be a much better fighter for this fight, painful though it might be at the moment.
Seconds out, please. Third round.
Radoslav Rosenov in the blue. Well clear in this one after 2 rounds against Maksims GOLUBOVSKIS of Latvia. He was expected to win this fight, Rosenov. There's no two ways about that, and he has gone on to win this fight. We do see some upsets. We did see some upsets yesterday. Vikas's win against Yasev was certainly in that category. And the referee just having a quick word with Rosenov there about a little use of the forearm there, just pushing off with the forearm. And the doctor just mopping up a bit of blood there from the nose. The referee signalling to ringside that damage has been caused by punches. I don't think anybody was in any real doubts about that. Blood still coming from the nose there. These are hard shots, solid shots. You can hear that, you can see that when they land. And GOLUBOVSKIS, as I said, has stayed disciplined. He's trying to keep that guard intact, but the punches just snap through that guard there. Half ricocheted sometimes, but there's still an impact, a fairly serious impact. He's getting beaten up here, GOLUBOVSKIS, and there's still quite a long way to go in round 3. I wouldn't mind if the referee just stopped this, because he's shown us plenty of courage, the man in red, plenty of it. I'm not sure if he really needs to show us too much more. You look at his face there, there's quite a lot of damage. And they're going to wash off the gum shield and put it back in, so he's going to go back out there, and credit to him. Actually, the referee has stopped it. The referee has stopped it, and that's the right thing to do. That was the right thing to do, because you look at GOLUBOVSKIS there, and he is not lacking in minerals, absolutely not. He hung in there for, what, 7.5, 8 minutes against a really, really good fighter, a much better fighter than he's probably ever been in with before. He took some fairly heavy artillery, and at no point did he look like he was looking for a way out, at no point. But he is a good fighter, Radoslav Rosenov, really is. A lot of variety, some real snap on those punches, and he's doing some damage there. So good call by the referee.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this bout by RCE in third round from the blue corner, Radoslav Rosenov, Bulgaria.
So Rosenov goes through to the final 16, and he's one to look out for. Reigning European Youth Champion. Things were expected of him coming here, and he is going to take some beating. That bodywork is pretty brutal at times. And there's that left hand straight down the middle, through the guard. And he's just punching him around the ring at that point. Lead right uppercut, got through. Then just feints with the left hand, comes in with the right. It's really, really high quality stuff. Right to the body, up to the head. Signature kind of Mike Tyson move from back in the day. Rosenov will, in the next round, fight the winner of our next fight, which will be between these
87
two.
In the ring B, 60kg men's. Please into the red corner from España, Salvador Flores.